And when I got ready to leave, I came out of there. I had three things: my cigarette case, my billfold, and my life when I came out.
Looking back 60 years later, Albert Walton is pretty happy to have come out of the Korean War with that third thing.
For a long time, I never did talk about it. For a long time, I never talked about it.
What made you more comfortable discussing,
Realizing that other people had the same problems that I had, and some of them were even worse than mine. And that impressed. I thought I had one of the worst problems there was, but there was other people that had a lot worse than that.
And now, looking back, it's nice to have a few souvenirs.
And here's my Social Security card. And that's blood on the end of it. And here's a hole that went through me and then went through my billfold.
Wow.
And the Chinese took the cigarettes out of it and threw this down. Now see, I was assistant squad leader, and I was in charge of the BAR, and I'd gotten wounded, and my squad leader got wounded, and he was laying across my legs right here, and the medic was here, and he bled to death laying across my legs. My squad leader did. He got shot right through the throat. I think the main thing was that I learned to be able to take care of myself. I ended up walking almost 11 miles from 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon until midnight before I got into a different outfit altogether. And so I was by myself. I was walking out there in the middle of the rice paddies as well as a little old road, and I came up onto a bridge, a small bridge, and I could hear voices across from the other side. And I stood right out in the middle of the bridge, and I could make out that it was American voices. And I hollered out that I was a wounded GI and I needed help. And they started interrogating me. Somebody hollered down and said, "Don't you move, because we got rifles pointed your direction." And I could hear safeties clicking off, and I hollered. And they were ready to shoot. And here come the medic and three guys that had rifles. And when the medic got up to me, well, I had this stick stuck in my coat, and I handed it to him and said there was firewood for him. You've got to be part of the group, and you can't be an individualist off by yourself. It requires the whole squad, the whole company, the whole battalion has to be functioning together. And that's one of the biggest items I think that they have trouble with, is some has had his own way for a couple of 3 years and wants to continue to do that, and you can't do that and be in the military.
In Carthage, Will Blanchard with the Joplin Globe.